Well, it's very interesting. This has been a real lesson in the federal system, I think. I've really seen both the warts and the good parts of our federal system in all of this. I mean, you have a complete lack of leadership from the top here, but for the most part, states and localities, local communities have picked up the slack and taken over. There has been an awful lot of different kinds of ways in which they approach it. And I think by and large, that's not been all that bad. Equipment that we have and the protective equipment for healthcare workers, there has to be some kind of national coordination for all that. And most important, I think the messages have to be consistent that are coming out. The messages can be, all right, communities, when you reach these kinds of targets, this is where, or states, this is when you can start to loosen up. Government at the lowest level is, I think, so often the most effective. And so I always encourage people to get involved in city government, in your city council elections, mayor's elections, supervisor or county commissioner kinds of elections. Those really are important. Those are things where decisions are really being made that affect your life on a daily basis, and at the state legislature. When I was in the legislature, there were two mentors. One in the Senate was the opposite party, the Democratic leader in the Senate, and over in the House of Representatives, the Republican majority leader. Those two work together so closely to get things done. It proves that how you can work across the aisle. And I had a very important piece of legislation. I was trying to reform the health, not the healthcare system, but the adoption system in Arizona, foster care system in particular. On a personal level, there's one that I would say that in terms of character has been a good guiding light for me all these years, and that's with Senator John McCain, who I served with the time that it was in the United States Congress, and I think he was a pretty remarkable person. Listen more than you talk. Listen to other people, hear what they have to say, and listen carefully with respect. Hear what they have to say with respect. You may not agree with everything, but their position, you should give some respect to the position that they have. Treat people with dignity, with kindness, with generosity. On a practical level, a couple of other tips: be prepared, know your topic. And this is certainly applies if you're getting into some, if you're taking something to a regulatory commission, if you're going to the city council, if you're talking to your legislators or congressmen, be prepared, know the topic, know what you're talking about. Don't hesitate to say, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that, but I'll try to find out.